8 in the morning.
Good morning.
I need that to be our guiding principle for this week. Do we agree? Well, NABJ, we are so honored to be your convention chairs for the 2026 convention. And once again, welcome to Atlanta. I know a lot of y'all have been waiting a long time to come down here for a convention. Am I right? Yes, okay.
We've been waiting a long time to have you here. So I've been here 15 years, and this is the first time having a hometown convention.
Yes.
It is overdue.
It is long
We're glad
overdue.
you're here.
It is long overdue. Well, tonight, of course, kicks off 4 days of teaching, learning, networking, building new relationships, and of course, renewing our commitment to this profession that we all love. You can think of this as a sort of professional development, a rejuvenation, and of course, a very big family reunion all wrapped up in one.
And whether this is your first or your 50th convention, we plan something special for everyone. You've most likely heard the saying, Atlanta influences everything. And it's true.
Yes.
It is true. Whether it's politics or business, culture, fashion, music, there's bound to be an Atlanta connection.
There will definitely be an Atlanta connection. So before we keep going, I want to try something. Can we try something?
Sure, let's try it.
I'm curious where everybody came from. Can we do a little old school roll call here? Yes? Who traveled from the West Coast to get here?
West Coast.
West Coast.
West Coast.
All right. Shout out to the long flight. How about the Midwest?
All right,
Okay.
all right.
All right.
It's hot here, Midwest. No, there
How about the Northeast? Okay.
we go.
Okay. And who's in the South? Who came from around the South?
Hey,
Shout out to all of y'all, yes. And finally, I have to say, who came from right here in the ATL? We are so glad you're here. We hope this week will be absolutely transformative. We hope that you will learn new things. We hope that you'll make new connections. We hope that you'll land new jobs. I'll say it again. We hope that you'll land new jobs. That's worth an applause. But mostly we hope that you'll gather the skills, the tools, and just the resolve to go out there and do the work that is so increasingly necessary of us in this very specific moment as Black journalists. And yes, of course, we hope that you'll take home some tools to also help you take care of yourselves while you do this very important work.
yeah, that's really important. And throughout the night, you will hear messages from people who not only shape this great city and region, but ones who've had a lasting influence on America and, quite honestly, the world.
And before we begin, we have to give a very quick thank you to the person who's really going to be kind of the heart and soul of tonight, our DJ Salah, who's right over there. Shout out to the DJ. Give some love to the DJ who is providing the music for tonight.
So I got to say one thing. So I mentioned I've been here for 15 years, and you've been here for how many?
15 years.
15 years.
We came here in 2011.
And I remember seeing on television, and you just felt so young. And
I was.
and
Right.
now you all grown up. You got a beautiful family.
Oh, thank you. Thank
And
you.
in
Have
those
to give-
15 years, all I did was get old.
No. He
Yeah,
is taking the
it's kinda
mantle
like
of the Atlanta Journal-Constitution. I hope
Oh.
y'all understand what that means. And I hope y'all understand the history of the AJC, the history of the newspaper here in Atlanta. And so for Leroy to be the one who's leading that, that is truly Black history right here in the making.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you very much.
is.
Thank you very much. I really appreciate it. But Blaine, here, when you say household name, so you talk about the dream, and I think that's what Atlanta is. This is a place where if you come here, any dream that you've got can come true. So I saw someone who started at one place, and look at her now.
Oh, thank you, my friend. And
So
that's
we're so
spot on.
proud of her.
Atlanta is the place. Well, speaking of history, last year we celebrated 50 years of NABJ. And I have to say that we would not be here today were it not for our 44 brave, trailblazing, innovative men and women who gathered in Washington, D.C. back on December 12th, 1975.
Yeah. They were on a mission to provide quality programs and services to and advocacy for Black journalists worldwide. So please stand as we honor and pay tribute to the 44 founders of NABJ.
Some
Some of them are here tonight.
And they will join us right here on stage. So please join us as we call your name so we can recognize you.
Yes.
Norma Adams Wade, Carol Bartel, Edward Blackwell, Reginald Bryant, Maureen Bunyan, Crispin Campbell, Charlie Cobb, Marilyn Darling, Leon Dash, Joe Davidson, Allison J. Davis,
Yes. We have Paul Delaney, William Dilday, Sandra Dillard, Joel Dreyfus,
if they're here, come on up.
Sam
Come on up.
Ford, David Gibson, Sandra Gilliam Beal, Bob Greenlee, Martha Griffin, Durwood Hall.
And please let's keep applauding them as they come
Yes.
to the stage, because it's not enough to just say our names. We need to see your faces. We need to recognize you and thank you. Bob Hayes, Vernon Jarrett, Mal Johnson,
Yes. Oh, yeah.
Tony Jones,
Yes.
H. Chukwu Lee, Claude Lewis, Sandra Dawson Long Weaver, Floria Marshall, Aisel Moore, Louis Overby.
And there's Les Payne, Claudia Polly, Alex Poinsett, Richard Rambeau, Max Robinson, Chuck Stone, W. Curtis Riddle, Jenny Thornton, Francis Ward, and Charlotte Roy.
And then Vince Sanders, John C. White, Dwayne Wickham, Marilyn Darling, and founding executive director Paul Brock. Please give a rousing round of applause for our NABJ founders.
We celebrated the 50th anniversary of NABJ at last year's convention in Cleveland. 2026 marks the 50th year of our annual convention, the first time that we gathered as an organization.
I have to say, very quickly, as our founders leave the stage, it was emotional seeing them come up here. I don't know if anybody else felt that way, but it was an emotional thing just thinking about how much NABJ has done. I know I can speak personally for me, has done for so many of us in the room. It's been the reason that we've gotten jobs, the reason we have the support systems, the relationships that we have. So thank you all for all that you did for us and to make this possible. Well, tonight we are also recognizing the founders who were present at that very first convention in Houston, Texas, back in 1976. I want to call those names as well. They were Joe Davidson, Sandra Dillard, Joel Dreyfus, and Sam Ford.
We had also Curtis Riddle, Norma Adams Wade, Francis Ward, and Dwayne Wickham.
So as we continue to celebrate NABJ starting Thursday morning, we invite you to go to the Founders booth. You may have seen it already. I think it's already set up. But we want you to go out and we want you to be part of this history that we're creating. Go out and sign our memorial book to commemorate the 50th anniversary of the convention. And I actually think that the memorial book is out there right now. So as you leave, make sure that either tonight or sometime this weekend, you go by, you sign, and you just kind of share your heart. What has NABJ meant to you so that your words can be memorialized for the next 50 years of our fantastic organization?
All right.
So
please.
no, but thank you again to the 44 who risked it all to improve working conditions for Black journalists around the world. And of course, we are now going to recognize NABJ's executive board.
Yeah, and before we do that, I mean, I'm not a founder, but I got a founder's name, right? My name's Leroy.
Leroy.
They don't make those anymore.
They do.
They don't make those anymore. And it's funny, as I stand next to a Blaine Alexander, you can't get more regal than that, right?
Oh, aren't you kind?
Yeah, I know. They're probably naming babies after you right now because they saw it on television.
Are they now? Are they now?
Probably, I'm sure.
Well, we need to bring Leroy back too, because that's a strong name.
Oh, well, thank you.
Yeah.
That's my daddy's name, so I'm proud of it. They just don't make anymore. But moving on with our program. So let's get to the board members.
Board
And these are the
members.
dedicated members who keep this organization running from year to year. So please stand at your seat as we call your names. Vice President of Broadcast, Walter Smith Randolph. Vice President of Digital, Roland Martin. Vice President of Print, Eva D. Coleman.
Secretary Cora Atkinson. Treasurer Jasmine Stiles. Parliamentarian Sia Yorker.
Academic Representative Lisa Armstrong. Media-related Representative Rashonda Hall. Student Representative Lauren Gilchrist.
I love that wave, Lauren. Strong, strong wave. Region 1 Director Melanie Roy. Region 2 Director Angela Smith. Region 3 Director Steve Crocker. Region 4 Director Aaron Day. And just another big thank you to our fantastic board members for all of your service, for your time, for your efforts, and for the love and passion you give to our organization. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Well, hello, everybody. I'm United States Senator Reverend Raphael Warnock, and welcome to Atlanta for this year's NABJ Conference and Job Fair. First, I'd like to thank you for your dedication to journalism and for the important work you do every single day to keep the American people informed. The National Association of Black Journalists and the Atlanta Association of Black Journalists have served as pillars of journalism and our democracy for more than 50 years. Your commitment to fearless, fact-based reporting is critically important at this moment in our nation's history. The work you do is demanding, and it is often thankless, particularly at a time when journalists face increasing attacks and criticism from those in positions of power. And so I just want to take this moment to say thank you. The fight to keep the people informed is essential to preserving our democracy. In fact, our nation's founders recognized the importance of a free press, which is why it is protected and enshrined in our Constitution. It is, in a real sense, the fourth estate. Keep up all of the amazing work you do each and every day in pursuit of the truth, and know that you will always have a partner in me. Enjoy Atlanta, keep the faith, and keep looking up.
Now, please welcome NABJ Interim Executive Director and Finance Manager, Nate Chambers.
Good evening, NABJ, and welcome to Atlanta, a city that has long been a center of Black excellence, power, and storytelling. As we meet for our 50th annual convention in NABJ's 31st year, we also acknowledge and congratulate our host, the Atlanta Association of Black Journalists, as the chapter celebrates its golden anniversary. This year's theme, Our Revolution, Truth, Power, and Black Journalists, speaks directly to the moment we are in. Your hardworking leaders, staff, program producers have worked tirelessly to build this convention for every stage of your career. Over the next few days, you will access more than 260 sessions and events, including 110 member workshops, 7 partner breakfasts and lunches, and 28 author showcase book signings, among many other opportunities. As you move from session to session and event to event, plan to arrive early for the best seats. We have more than 3,900 people registered for this convention and counting. The hotel, the Atlanta Marriott Marquis, is sold out. And our booking have surpassed last year's convention, including by nearly 1,200 room nights. We're also looking forward to 2 sold-out signature events on Friday, Friday's Hall of Fame luncheon, and Saturday night Salute to Excellence Award Gala. Another important event coming up on Friday morning is the annual business meeting, at which our board of directors and I will share information about how our organization is navigating challenges that are presented by the current government administration's policies on DEI. I won't bore you with the numbers tonight, but suffice NABJ's financial position is very strong. We thank our partners and foundations for their continued support in the wake of all of the DEI pushback. We also thank you for your continued support. NABJ's total membership now exceeds 4,400. I will close by thanking President Erin Haynes for her confidence in me to help guide the organization as the interim executive director. I will admit that I would much be happier staying behind the scenes in my primary role as financial director. However, it's my honor and privilege to take on this additional role to help move the National Association of Black Journalists forward. Thank you for being here. Thank you for your work that you do every day. And thank you for being part of the NABJ family. Enjoy your week. Thank you.
Hey y'all, I'm Congresswoman Nikema Williams, and I proudly represent Georgia's Fighting 5th Congressional District, the cradle of the civil rights movement. The National Association of Black Journalists Convention and Career Fair, the largest of its kind in the nation, serves to uplift, empower, and strengthen Black journalists across the country. It is my honor to welcome you all to the Fighting 5th and to Atlanta, a city enriched with Black press history. Y'all, my office sits on the corner of Peachtree and the end of Auburn Avenue. It was right on Auburn Avenue that William Alexander Scott II opened the Atlanta Daily World's office, the first successful Black daily newspaper in the entire country, answering the need for communication, connectedness, collaboration, and accountability. Black press has served to bring to light marginalized communities and their needs for generations. Black press has carried the messages of our civil rights leaders to the people, covered civil rights issues, and highlighted the brutal fight for our freedoms. And today, y'all, we are facing an onslaught of new and old threats to our rights and our freedoms. This is our civil rights movement, and our communities are relying on the Black press outlets in this room to deliver them the news that they can rely on, that matters to them, that impacts their lives, and that holds leaders accountable. I'm honored to welcome the National Association of Black Journalists to Georgia's Fighting 5th. I hope you find the coming days helpful, thought-provoking, and impactful to your work of raising the voice of the people. Welcome to the National Association of Black Journalists 2026 Convention and Career Fair.
We love a congressional video, don't we? We love it. Quick pulse check, NABJ. How are we doing out there? We're feeling good? Ready to open this convention? So we certainly gave all of the nods and all of the roses to some very important people in the audience earlier, but I think we have a couple more we need to acknowledge.
Right. I want to do it because I've got a new boss. He's here. And also got an old wife who's here too.
Old wife?
I mean that. I mean, okay. I got an old marriage, and my wife is.
Is that good? You're an editor, sir. Clean this up. Clean this up. This is what you do.
Okay. Here's what I really meant to say. Is that on September 14th we're going to be celebrating 30 years of marriage. Imagine putting up with me for 30 years. So y'all give that woman her flowers.
There we go. Shout out to that. That was very well done. Okay. And happy anniversary.
Well, thank you. And I think you have some folks here too.
I do. You all have 30 years. We're actually celebrating 10 years this year. My absolutely best half, Jay Bailey, who's right there. Our sweet 5-year-old girl, Sage Milan is here, the youngest attendee at NABJ, I think. And then my parents are here too. So thank you all for being here and supporting us and being amongst us journalists for the evening.
Yes.
So now we're going to bring up somebody who really needs no introduction, but we're going to give her one anyway because she deserves it. Go ahead.
She is the founding mother and editor at large at the 19th. She is a longtime member of NABJ. In fact, she is an NABJ baby. You don't have to spend much time with her to know that part. Erin Haynes has worked for decades to improve diversity in our profession, work that now continues as the president of our esteemed organization.
Yes. As a journalist, Erin has covered presidential campaigns and written about race and ethnicity for some of the largest publications in the country, in the world, really, including the Atlanta Journal-Constitution.
That's right.
The Los Angeles Times, the Washington Post, the Orlando Sentinel, the Associated Press, and now the 19th.
Her writings focus on who and where we are as a country and tell stories of the unseen and the unheard. In addition to her leadership role at the 19th, she is also the author of The Amendment newsletter and host of its podcast companion, The Amendment.
Bottom line, our girl is busy, okay?
Yeah.
She is working. Erin is a true ATLian. She was born and raised right here in Atlanta, the city that she once again calls home, and we are so proud to call her our NABJ leader. So please stand to your feet and welcome the incredible, the always fierce Madam President, Erin Haynes.
All right. Get it together. I almost forgot where I was for a minute. We're going to see some more of that this week, though. How y'all doing? Yes, good evening, everybody. Listen, on behalf of the National Association of Black Journalists, welcome to Atlanta. Welcome to my hometown. As your president, it is my honor and it is an absolute joy as an Atlanta native, as a Grady baby, some of y'all are gonna know what that means, to welcome you to the city that raised me and the place where we are gonna spend the next several days celebrating and challenging and inspiring each other. For nearly 50 years, NABJ conventions have been more than annual meetings. They've been reunions, they've been classrooms, they've been sanctuaries. They have been places where careers begin, lifelong friendships are formed, mentors find mentees, and journalists who spend the rest of the year telling everyone else's stories have the opportunity to reconnect and recharge with one another. Our traditions matter, especially now, because this profession can sometimes make us feel isolated. It asks us to bear witness to difficult moments, to work under extraordinary pressure, and to navigate constant change. But tonight is a reminder that none of us does this work alone. I want you to take a moment and look around this room. All of us are surrounded by generations of Black journalists who have expanded what is possible, from our pioneers who built this organization 5 decades ago to students who, just like I once was, are attending their very first convention this week. You are surrounded by newsroom leaders, entrepreneurs, educators, photographers, producers, editors, creators, documentarians, and storytellers who continue one of the most important traditions in American democracy, telling the truth about our communities and ensuring that our stories are never left out of the American record. This year's convention theme is Our Revolution: Truth, Power, and Black Journalism. But a revolution is not only about what we resist. It has to be about what we build. So over the next few days, we're going to have important conversations. We're going to sharpen our skills, and we are going to celebrate our excellence. We will honor those who came before us. And together, we will imagine what the next chapter of Black journalism can and should be. My hope is that everybody in this room and everybody who comes to Atlanta this week leaves with something that they didn't have when they arrived. A new idea, a new opportunity, a new collaborator, a new mentor, and a renewed sense of purpose, or simply the reminder that you belong in a community that sees you and believes in you. I want to say thank you to every single person who helped to make this convention possible, from our staff to our partners, to our sponsors, to our local chapter leaders, to my fellow board members, and the many people whose hard work brought us together this week. Thank you. And most of all, I want to say thank you to you, our membership. NABJ is only as strong as the people who show up and invest in one another and who continue to believe in the mission of this organization. We are so glad that you are all here. Welcome home, and welcome to NABJ 2026. And now to kick off what I already know is going to be an epic conference, we begin with a revolutionary announcement. So please join me in welcoming Dr. Sheila Brooks.
Good evening, NABJ family. Oh, you can do better than that. This is our first night together collectively. Good evening. There you go. For more than 50 years, the National Association of Black Journalists has fought to ensure that Black journalists have a voice and a seat at the table and the opportunity to lead. But this moment demands that we look beyond that seat. Newsrooms are shrinking. Institutional commitments to diversity and inclusion are retreating. Artificial intelligence, as we all know, is rapidly changing how journalism is produced, how it's distributed, and how it's financed. So we must ask, who owns the table? Who owns the platform? Who controls the technology, the audience, and the capital that will shape the future of media, as well as the future of Blacks in media? That is why I'm honored to help lead the new NABJ NBL Media Enterprise Accelerator as co-chair of the Advisory Council. And my partner in this initiative, also serving as co-chair of the Advisory Council, is Delano Massey of Axios. The launch of this important initiative is a partnership between the NABJ and the National Business League, founded by Booker T. Washington in 1900 to advance Black business ownership and economic self-determination. Now, two historic organizations are coming together. These Black institutions are joining forces to help build the next generation of Black-owned media enterprises. The accelerator is designed for independent journalists and media-related business owners who are current NABJ members and ready to build sustainable and scalable enterprises. Participants will receive intensive support in artificial intelligence and digital transformation, audience growth and revenue development, and capital readiness, corporate procurement, and strategic partnerships. Our first national cohort will include 8 to 12 enterprises in a 16-week virtual program, and that's going to begin in March of 2027. Applications are scheduled to open November 1st. This is not simply another training program. It's a structured pathway from professional practice to ownership, connecting Black media entrepreneurs with the tools that they need to compete and to grow. Because talent has never been our problem at NABJ, right? Never. We have the journalists. We have the storytellers. We have the audiences. But what we often lack is coordinated access to infrastructure, investment, and opportunity. So now, NABJ brings journalism excellence, professional leadership, and a powerful national network. The National Business League, it brings more than a century of experience advancing Black entrepreneurship, enterprise development, and economic power. And together, we're not merely preparing Black media professionals to survive another period of disruption. We're preparing them to own what comes next. So our long-term goal is ambitious: to strengthen 500 Black media enterprises by 2030, because we know that representation matters. But in this political and economic moment, representation alone is not enough. The future of Black media must also include ownership, economic power, and the freedom to tell our own stories on the platforms that we own. NABJ President Aaron Haynes is very supportive of this initiative, as is the entire board of directors. Now I'm going to bring Aaron back to the stage, and NBL President Dr. Kenneth Harris of the NBL, National Business League. Please join me to sign our memorandum of understanding between the two organizations. Now, y'all, I don't see nothing to sign, but y'all, look, we're gonna sign it right here. Okay, we sign like we sign something. Here we go. And now we'll have a few words from our National Business League President, Dr. Kenneth Harris.
Thank you. Good evening. Uh-oh. All right, I guess I didn't need a microphone today, huh? We are so excited in this historic occasion to be with one of the best and brightest organizations towards the future of journalism in America. Please give a round of applause for NABJ. Now, I'm supposed to have some prepared remarks on the monitor. I don't see them, but what I can say, at the end of the day, entrepreneurship is our tool towards our freedom and liberation and ultimate sovereignty. And why not start with our media specialists from all over the world to build NABJ, not just a national organization, but a global enterprise. Yes. So when we think about you all in this audience, the technology, AI, and the internet no longer allows for borders, no longer allows for us to be trapped in a 1-mile radius or even in a regional setting. We are now a global entity. And what this accelerator is going to do for all of you who want to be entrepreneurs, and let me just ask one quick question. How many people in this audience own a business, aspire to have a business, or have an entrepreneurial mindset? Raise your hand. This is the future of our economy. So give yourselves a round of applause. So, in closing in my remarks, my organization representing 126 years, we actually celebrate our conference next week. So how apropos is this for us to have the biggest journalist conference and then next week, the biggest Black business conference in the United States back to back? How is that? You can't make it up. And what we're going to do in November, I want each of you to mark your calendars, because we are looking for the best and brightest entrepreneurs to apply. And once you apply, we're going to have an inaugural cohort that is going to shake this country up, because we are now going to expand not just our professional likelihood, but our ability to build enterprise and scale that enterprise all across the globe. So with that being said, I want to thank you all on behalf of the National Business League and our founder, Booker T. Washington, who founded this great organization 126 years ago. But now it is time for us to own the story as opposed to participating in it. Thank you all so much.
As CEO of the King Center, I want to take this moment to welcome you to Atlanta, known by many as the birthplace of the American Civil Rights Movement. In Atlanta, we continue to strive to lead the critical task of working to build the beloved community that my father so often spoke about, and to lay the foundation for a community where Kingian nonviolence, which we call Nonviolence 365 at the King Center, is not just an ideal, but a part of the fabric of our city. In a time in our history where our nation's leaders have targeted you and your industry and often chosen to erase the truth as opposed to be held accountable for their actions, as you engage in your national convention, I charge you to be reminded that as Black journalists, you stand on the shoulders of giants such as Frederick Douglass, Ida B. Wells Barnett, Gordon Parks, Marvel Cook, and others. Be reminded and lean into their fearlessness and steadfastness in the reality that journalists, and particularly Black journalists, cannot and will not be silenced. Not only our community, but our country needs your voices to be in the forefront. So yes, enjoy your time while here in Atlanta. But my hope is that you will get spiritually and emotionally rejuvenated to go forth in the battlefield for another day. God bless each and every one of you.
She was the evening news anchor for WWL in New Orleans and has received both regional and national Edward R. Murrow Awards and awards for her reporting on social justice, education, immigration, and community concerns. And in just a few days, she will join the reporting team at NBC Los Angeles. He is a veteran print, digital, and broadcast journalist and associate professor at Boston University. He's worked as a columnist covering the NBA, the Boston Celtics, and societal issues in sports, and as the Boston Celtics reporter for NBC Sports Boston. He also served as chair of NABJ's Sports Task Force. Please welcome your program co-chairs for the 2026 NABJ Convention, Charisse Gibson and A. Sherrod Blakely.
You ready?
Let's do it.
They got our words on there. All right.
Ooh, they got the words on there. Okay.
We had it back up.
We were
We're ready.
Exactly. And that's one of the things that you will learn this weekend. Have a plan, but always have a plan after the plan.
Yep.
Because you never know. Exactly. Greetings, NABJ family and friends, and welcome to the ATL.
Round of applause.
Folks, we are so excited to be in Atlanta for this year's NABJ convention, which comes on the heels of last year's 50th anniversary celebration, we've talked about before. But as we embark upon another 50 years of evolution and growth, Atlanta provides the perfect backdrop for the next chapter of NABJ excellence, one we are honored to be a part of as this year's convention programming co-chairs. But with that privilege comes problems.
A whole lot of
problems. Good problems. With more than 250 session proposals, trimming that number down was an arduous task that was filled with lots of phone calls. Lord have mercy, we had a lot of phone calls. Emails, texts, and of course, plenty of coffee runs.
Some wine ones too.
Facts.
Over the past several months, our programming committee has poured its heart into creating a very educational experience that informs and inspires and prepares you for what is really next in journalism. So this year's convention reflects the challenges that we've heard about today and the opportunities facing our industry. Now, we have designed sessions that will sharpen your reporting, strengthen your leadership, support your wellness, and explore the future of storytelling that is across every single platform. And that was really important for us. So I hope that you'll leave with some new skills and some new connections and some renewed inspirations. And I do want to emphasize those connections. We know that that is so important. That is the true magic of the NABJ convention. It is in those conversations that happens between the sessions and in the hallways and the mentors that you meet and the ideas that you exchange and the community that reminds us why this organization is so special and so important to us. So I am encouraging everyone to be very intentional this week. Attend the sessions that challenge your perspective. Introduce yourself to someone you've admired. I know we have our people that we love, but introduce yourself to someone new. Ask questions and share your experiences. Invest in your growth, because that is exactly why we're here.
Absolutely, absolutely. And I also want to thank our incredible programming committee, Greg Lee, Sasha Jones, Monique Jones, and Monty Lopez. And thank you all for trusting us with your convention experience.
All right, have a good convention, NABJ.
Hello, I'm Shirley Franklin, former mayor of the city of Atlanta. Welcome, NABJ, to Atlanta for your 2026 conference. We know you're going to have a blast, and we are so glad to have you here. Enjoy the ATL.
Well, thank you. We're back.
Yes.
I tell you, you guys are going to know all the Atlanta music by the time you leave here. You all have no choice. At least you're going to know Welcome to Atlanta and ATLians. That is a fact.
Definitely will.
Well, some of you all have been here for just a few days. Some of you all come back every month just to have a good time, which is great. But whatever the length of time you've been here, we hope that you've had a chance to get out and just experience and feel all of the wonderful things that the city of Atlanta has to offer.
Absolutely. And with 6.4 million people who call the metro area home, Atlanta is known as the city too busy to hate. From fast-paced city life to connected neighborhoods filled with rich history, you will find it all here in Georgia's capital city.
You truly will find it all here, by the way. I mean, we talk about the fact that this is the intersection of politics and culture and really just anything that a journalist could possibly want and be interested in. Food.
This is a great city for news. It's a great city to be living in.
Absolutely. Well, leading this fine city is our mayor, Mayor Andre Dickens, the 61st mayor of the city of Atlanta. He is a proud Atlanta native. In fact, grew up right down in Southwest Atlanta. Before being elected as the city's chief executive officer, Mayor Dickens was a chemical engineer and a former member of the Atlanta City Council.
Yes, and because of a prior commitment out of town, which the AJC will check, Mayor Dickens could not be here tonight, but he left this message to welcome you to our city.
This is Mayor Andre Dickens, and I can't tell you how thrilled I am to welcome you back to Atlanta. It's been about 20 years since we last hosted your national convention. And if it feels like you're coming home, that's because you are. Our city has a deep and enduring connection to NABJ. Atlanta has been home to 2 of your past presidents, and we're proud to be the home of your current president. A few founders have also made their home here too. For more than 50 years, NABJ has stood up for its members, fighting for fair hiring, equal pay, and meaningful opportunities for Black journalists and media professionals. At the same time, you have made sure that communities of color are covered fully, fairly, and accurately. A lot has changed since you were last here. The way journalism works, the tools you use, and the world you cover. One thing that has not changed, though, is the need for strong and diverse voices that tell stories that reflect all of us. You have found ways to keep moving forward, no matter how the landscape shifts. For that, I applaud you. Thank you for celebrating the 50th anniversary of your national convention here in Atlanta. And a special congratulations to our own Atlanta Association of Black Journalists, celebrating its 50th anniversary this year also. I truly wish I could be there with you this week. Thank you for choosing Atlanta, and let's not wait another 20 years to do this again.
In the fall of 1976, Black reporters and photographers joined forces here in Atlanta to use their strength to push for diversity in media. The Atlanta Association of Black Journalists was formed out of that effort. For 50 years, AABJ has provided professional development and workshops for working journalists. And the chapter is committed to educating future journalists through mentoring programs and 3 scholarships. AABJ's Zernona Clayton Scholarship Fund, which awards thousands of dollars to journalist students each year. The Steen Miles Journalism Communication Scholarship, and the Jovita Moore Memorial Scholarship. A round of applause tonight as we ask the members of the 2026 host chapter to stand in recognition of the Atlanta Association of Black Journalists' 50 years of service to journalists and the community. Leading the Atlanta Association of Black Journalists is former NABJ president, Emmy Award-winning journalist, director of community and public affairs and licensing at WSB-TV in Atlanta, and executive producer of WSB's community news program, People to People. It's Candace Presley.
Well, hey, y'all. On behalf of the Atlanta Association of Black Journalists, let me say also, welcome to Atlanta. What a joy it is to see this room filled with so many familiar faces, new faces, mentors, colleagues, students, newsroom leaders, storytellers, and friends. As you've heard, whether this is your first convention or your 50th, we are honored that you have chosen to spend your time in the ATL. Now, I've had the extraordinary privilege of serving this organization from two very different vantage points. As national president of NABJ, and now, for the second time, as president of the Atlanta Association of Black Journalists. Those experiences have deepened my appreciation for the significance of this convention. This is where careers are launched, lifelong friendships are formed, ideas become movements, and every year our profession renews itself. As the mayor said, it's been more than 2 decades since the National Association of Black Journalists last gathered in Atlanta, and yes, there's a reason for that. But during that time, our profession has changed dramatically. You all know the way we gather news has changed. The platforms have changed. The technology has changed. Our audiences have changed. But one thing that has not changed is the need for us, for Black journalists, the need for our voices, the need for our perspective, the need for our truth. That is why this year's theme, Our Revolution, Truth, Power, and Black Journalism, is not just a slogan. It is a declaration. It is a reminder that the work that we do still matters, that facts still matter, that context still matters, and that telling our community stories with fairness and accuracy and compassion and courage have never been more important. Atlanta is a fitting place to have this conversation. This is a city where movements were organized, where history was challenged, where leaders found their voices, and where culture continues to influence the world. This is the home of Dr. Martin Luther King Jr., the home of John Lewis, the home of Black colleges and universities that have educated generations of leaders, the home of entrepreneurs, filmmakers, musicians, artists, creators, and journalists who continue to redefine what is possible. Around here, we have a saying, Atlanta influences everything. And when you spend this week exploring our neighborhoods, experiencing our culture, meeting our people, and enjoying Southern hospitality, I think you will understand exactly why. This convention, friends, did not happen by accident. For many months, an incredible team of resolute AABJ members have worked tirelessly behind the scenes to prepare for your arrival. They have planned and problem solved, pivoted, and then planned some more, with one goal in mind: creating an experience worthy of this organization and worthy of this city. So to every member of our local chapter, every volunteer, every committee member, partner, sponsor, every friend of AABJ who has helped to bring this convention to life, please know how deeply grateful we are. Would you join me in showing your appreciation to them? Personally, this convention is especially meaningful to me, for it has been one of the greatest honors of my career to serve this organization as national president of NABJ, and now to serve again as president of AABJ. Those experiences have taught me something that I'll never forget. NABJ has never been simply an organization. It is a family. It is a network. It is a place where careers are launched, friendships are formed, mentors become lifelong champions, and where each generation reaches back to lift up the next. That spirit is alive in this room today. So, over the next several days, I encourage you to lean into every opportunity. Attend the workshops. Meet someone you have never met before. Mentor a student. Hire someone. Learn something new. Explore Atlanta. We look forward to hosting you at the opening reception later this evening. We hope you will experience one of our Saturday tours. And before you go home, do not forget to pick up your AABJ and your NABJ swag. Most importantly, though, please leave Atlanta renewed and inspired and reminded that what you do matters. Because when Black journalists thrive, our communities are better informed, our democracy is stronger, and our stories are finally told in their fullness. Atlanta is proud to welcome you. AABJ is proud to host you. And we hope that when you leave, you'll take a little bit of Atlanta with you and leave a little bit of yourselves here. Welcome again to Atlanta, where history inspires us, culture connects us, journalism strengthens us, and together we influence everything. Welcome to Atlanta, y'all, and welcome to NABJ 2026. Thank you.
Congratulations for 50 years of AABJ.
Congratulations on your 50th anniversary to the Atlanta Association of Black Journalists. Here in Atlanta, we understand how critical the truth is. It is work like yours that has helped us weather storms, whether it is voting rights, civil rights, reproductive rights, criminal justice reform, and simply the right to exist and thrive. Thank you for always being truth tellers, for always showing up in the hard places, and for never letting go of your responsibility to keep us informed. Congratulations on 50 years of extraordinary, exceptional work, and thank you.
Before we move on with our program, I want to do a little something to get a kind of pulse check of who's in the room. If this is your very first time at an NABJ convention, can you stand to your feet? Who are our first timers?
Hey.
This whole section right here.
All right. Welcome.
Wonderful.
Wow, look at that.
So everybody who's still sitting, I want you to look around. And if you're standing, look around at who's sitting. These are the people that you need to connect with before you leave here this weekend. The people that you need to learn from or pour into, however it goes. All right, welcome. I have to ask, anybody have 20 or more conventions under your belt? Can you stand? 20? Okay.
Oh, look at that.
Stay standing if you have 25 conventions. All right. 25? Stay standing if you have 30 conventions. Okay. Stay standing if you got 35 conventions?
Wow.
40 conventions. Okay, all right, there we go, back in the back. How many conventions? 40 conventions, 40 conventions.
And we got our founder here.
And then we got our founders here, of course. How many? 50, 50, of course.
Wow.
50, all of the conventions,
awesome.
every single convention. Wow. So everybody who said, oh, we're missing somebody. How many? 45,
right.
45. We get everybody? 46.
Hey.
46. These lights are bright. I appreciate you all. How many? 47. 47.
47.
Amazing, amazing, amazing. So I hope you all were taking mental notes, visual notes. Talk to those folks. They know how to do these conventions, okay? All you first timers. So now we're going to recognize our Educator of the Year.
Yes. So every year, NABJ highlights the top educators and chapters that are leading the way when it comes to teaching the next generation of Black journalists and to serving our communities, which is why we get into this mission-driven work.
Well, this year, our 2026 Journalism Educator of the Year was the driving force behind a program that serves as a one-week boot camp for aspiring journalists and placed them in newsrooms across the great state of Texas.
Yep. And in a nominating letter, one colleague wrote, colleagues and former students describe her as the kind of mentor who quietly uses her network to get you in the room. And then make sure you are prepared to shine once you get there.
What a strong compliment for a teacher to receive. That's beautiful.
Absolutely.
Well, we are talking about Dr. Dorothy Bland. Dr. Dorothy Bland is an active member of NABJ. Yes, well deserved. Dr. Dorothy Bland is an active member of NABJ and of the Dallas-Fort Worth Association of Black Journalists. She also works with the student chapter at the University of North Texas Mayburn School of Journalism, where she is a journalism professor and a former dean.
She has used her decades of experience in the classroom and in the newsroom to craft and launch a pipeline program for pre-college and emerging journalists. So NABJ, a round of applause for our 2026 Journalism Educator of the Year, Dr. Dorothy Bland.
Nothing to give this to her? Keep the applause going. Keep the applause going when she comes up. It's a long walk. You got to applaud all the way up here.
Congratulations.
Congratulations. Let's go for a picture. Oh, there we go. And I'm going to give it to you. You got it? Okay.
Right.
It's heavy. I know. Got it? Oh, there's another one. She's got one more. Sorry.
Thank you. All right. Thank you.
All right.
Yes.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Welcome to Georgia. I am so delighted on behalf of all of my fellow Atlantans and fellow Georgians to welcome the National Association of Black Journalists. This is a critical time in our nation's history. As authoritarians use the 10 steps to autocracy and authoritarianism to tear us down, you play an extraordinary role in fighting back. In fact, step 6 of their playbook is the fight to attack the truth. But across this country and through your papers, through your words, through your reporting, you are pushing back and you are holding them accountable. That is what it takes to be a true patriot in this day and age. And NABJ stands in a strong legacy of doing what's right, speaking truth to power, and holding power on behalf of others. So welcome to Georgia, welcome to Atlanta, and thank you to the NABJ.
All right, you've been hearing bits and pieces and snippets all night, but now we're going to have a very quick live music break from the one and only DJ Sala to get our blood pumping. But please don't leave because we got some more program after this. All right? Enjoy.
It's showtime at the Apollo minus the Kiki Shepherds. With about up with the leopard print. Teddy, Pendergrass, cooler than Freddie Jackson, sipping a milkshake in a snowstorm. Left a throw warm in the dorm room at the AU. We blew hay too, athletes might cake you, but you must have me mistaken with them statements that you make, on display, my bongo hooked it up. Oh my god, dip my rim today so they can ride out to the honeycomb hide out. I'm show you how to wild out like Jack Tripper. Let me be Bambino on your slippers, YKK on your zipper. Lick you like a lizard when I'm slizzard or sober. 6 million ways to fold ya. Like Noah's, I get 2 of views and you get pretty cheap. But I call you from 80s, I know you'll be there for me, girl.
And that, believe it or not, was your music break. All right. If we could have everybody get back to your seats, we have a couple more awards to give. We just wanted to give you a little taste of what the party scene is going to feel like this weekend.
Yeah.
Right? Okay. Well, we have awarded so many people tonight, but now we are going to focus on some of our chapters that are out there in the cities and on campuses doing the work every single day. There are nearly 130 NABJ professional and student chapters spread across 4 regions right here in the U.S. Each year, hundreds of students through our student chapters receive the opportunity to learn from seasoned journalists at our conventions, of course, our regional conferences, or workshops that are held in newsrooms or on college campuses. You know, there's a reason that we have coined the term and we really embrace the term NABJ baby.
Oh, yeah, that's right. I mean, they are on our campuses, and NABJ student chapters play a critical role in the organization's mission. And to recognize their work each year, we honor a campus chapter that excels in recruiting new members to its chapter and to NABJ. So the goal is to create unique and engaging campus and community activities along with programs to prepare its student members to enter the job force.
Well, this year's nominees for Student Chapter of the Year are Morgan State University Association of Black Journalists, MSU ABJ, all right, and the North Carolina A&T State University chapter of the National Association of Black Journalists.
Okay.
Two very strong nominees.
I see.
Yeah.
All right. Well, let's announce a winner.
Let's announce it.
The 2026 NABJ Student Chapter of the Year is Morgan State University Association of Black Journalists.
Come on up here, Morgan State.
Come on.
Thank you. Let's applaud them up to the stage. We got a whole delegation from Morgan State.
Congratulations. Thanks so much. That's right. Congratulations.
Congratulations. Come on.
Congratulations.
Congratulations. We'll lead you this way because we know the pictures. There we go.
Congratulations.
And who's in the middle? Who's gonna take the? Who's our president? There you go.
Congratulations.
Got it?
Congratulations.
And then we can and then some of us can flank on this side. Yes, right.
Oh, you move forward. Go ahead, Steve.
I love it. Can we get them all? All right. Thank you. Are you an advisor for the professor? Oh, congratulations. So as Morgan State leaves the stage, I have to give a shout out to the advisor and the dean of the school.
Yes.
Jackie right here.
Yeah.
Can we please give her a round of applause?
Yes,
because
yes.
she has been in this game for, I don't know how long. She was actually, believe it or not, my very first NABJ convention was in 2009 in Tampa. And she was the very first person that I met headed to NABJ. We met in the airport in BWI and flew down here. And we've connected every year ever since. So what a joy. That's what NABJ is all about. I love it.
It is a family, and it is a series of family reunions, and they are all meaningful. They really are.
All right.
All right. Well, we will keep going, and let's get to the professional chapters.
Yeah.
So our professional chapters are the backbone of the organization.
Mm-hmm.
And I say that as a proud member of the Atlanta Association of Black Journalists. So they provide continuing education opportunities for working journalists. They help communities learn how to interact with the media.
Absolutely. Through NABJ, they help hold media organizations and individual journalists accountable for their coverage not only of Black communities, but of all communities.
As evident in our founding, it only takes a few dedicated people with a common goal to build a lasting organization, one with powerful reach. And this year's nominees for Professional Chapter of the Year include some of our oldest chapters, as well as one of our newest chapters.
All right, the nominees are NABJ Sacramento. Okay, strong presence.
Oh.
The Greater Cleveland Association of Black Journalists. Okay. The National Association of Black Journalists of Los Angeles. NABJ Tulsa. All right, shout out to Oklahoma. The Washington Association of Black Journalists. NABJ St. Louis. And the Columbus Association of Black Journalists.
Wow.
All right.
Yeah.
Strong nominees again.
I know, and look, Ohio showing up with two nominees.
Yes.
That's pretty great. Good. All right.
All right.
So the 2026 NABJ Professional Chapter of the Year goes to NABJ Sacramento.
All right. Woo-hoo! Thank you.
Welcome to Atlanta where the players play, and we ride on them things like every day. Big beats hit streets, see gangsters roaming, and parties.
Let's give them some applause as they come up to the stage. Woo!
Congratulations.
Your dress is gorgeous. Come on. Look. Oh, y'all coming from all angles. Help. Okay.
Congratulations.
Who's president? Okay, great. There we go.
Congratulations.
The dress is giving president energy. I love that. We can hear. Scoot up. Scoot up. Scoot up.
Congratulations.
Let's scoot up to like right up here.
Congratulations.
Scoot up, y'all. Scoot up. Scoot on in.
Come on in.
There you go.
All right, congratulations.
And then we can have some more people filling on this side too. There you go. Yeah. Oh, y'all look great. Y'all showed up. All right. That's
All right.
Do y'all want a picture without us? Just a chapter picture? We'll step back in a second.
Where the players play, and we ride on the things like every day. Big beats hit streets, see gangsters roaming, and parties don't stop till 8 in the morning. Welcome to Atlanta where the players play, and we ride on them things like every day. Big beats hit streets, see gangsters roaming, and parties don't stop till 8 in the morning.
Right. Congratulations.
Congratulations.
ride on them things like every day. Big beats hit streets, see gangsters roaming, and parties don't stop till 8 in the morning.
And welcome to Atlanta to the NABJ. I'm George Wallace. This is my city. I'm also the oldest black comedian in America. You better do your job, journalists. Do it before I die. Welcome to Atlanta. Go to the #1 restaurant, Magic City. We're going to change the city to the Lemon Pepper, Georgia. Write that down.
He gave us a lot in that little 12-second video, didn't he? He gave us a lot. So I'm told I have to officially say that there is no official NABJ shuttle from the convention site to Magic City.
There is not.
There is no official shuttle.
That's right.
However, I checked in, it's a 9-minute Uber ride, so y'all can do with that information what you will. But there is plenty to see in our city. I hope you have some food. Lemon pepper or lemon pepper wet? What's the answer?
There's only one answer, and it's lemon pepper wet.
There you go. All
Any
right.
other answer is incorrect.
We can walk out of here tonight then. Well, listen, whether it's lemon pepper wet, either way, both are staples when it comes to Atlanta culture, and they play a huge part in making our home unique. We hope that you'll take time to explore our fascinating city during your stay.
Yes, and if there's anything that you've learned tonight, you should walk away knowing that every corner of Atlanta is filled with rich history. It is home to the first public high school for African Americans in the state of Georgia. Booker T. Washington High School's graduates include Dr. Martin Luther King Jr., which is Atlanta's only Nobel laureate.
I also have to say that my grandmother was a graduate of Booker T. Washington High School.
Oh my goodness.
So, yeah,
Wow.
there you go.
Look at
Little fun
that.
fact. It's also home to one of the finest bands in the Southeast, and I would say in the country. So please remain seated for a rousing performance by the Booker T. Washington High School drumline. And then once they finish, we will follow the drumline out the doors down to the welcome reception, where you will hear more from our fantastic DJ.
Right. And a special thank you to Atlanta's WANF for providing many of those welcome greetings that you saw. Welcome to Atlanta, NABJ, and have a great evening.
Have a great evening. Have a great
evening.
convention. We're so glad you're here. Welcome.
that Mississippi, surrounded by four walls that ain't so pretty. His parents give him love and affection to keep him strong, moving in the right direction, living just enough for the city. His father works some days for 14 hours, and you can bet he barely makes $1. His mother goes to scrub the floors for many, and you best believe she hardly gets a penny.